John Cena confirms his decision on his WWE retirement. John Cena is aware that his professional wrestling career is really close to its end, and the anticipation is growing, because his final match in WWE is destined to remain in the history of this business as one of the most touching moments ever. The 17-time world champion never had any doubts that 2025 was the right year to say goodbye to the Stamford Federation, having dedicated almost his entire life to his passion and having continued to make appearances in the ring even after becoming a Hollywood star. The Cenation leader recently featured in a thrilling match against AJ Styles at Crown Jewel in Australia, in which these two legends once again demonstrated their talents by thrilling the crowd with some epic moments. John Cena's final WWE chapter is close. The veteran from Boston is set to make 4 more official matches before his retirement, which will take place during Saturday night's main event in Washington, D.C. on December 13th, against an unknown opponent yet. He will also be the protagonist at WWE Survivor Series, War Games, and it will be another important opportunity to admire his gigantic talent. Through his official X profile, John has decided to put an end to all speculations about him and specified that his decision to retire will not change. Despite any speculation or rumors, on July 6, 2024 I announced I would retire from WWE in-ring participation, Cena stated on X. I am far from perfect but strive to be a person whose word has value. The 13th of December, 25 will be my final match. I am beyond grateful for every moment WWE has given me. I am excited for 12/13 and look forward to seeing all of you one last time, he concluded. Cena has fulfilled all his dreams in the world of professional wrestling and could not have asked for a better career, although his relationship with WWE Universe has been characterized by several ups and downs. He has always been consistent and is not destined to return to the ring as other legends have done in the past. Dricus du Plessis slams Khamzat Chimaev for calling out Alex Pereira. The UFC middleweight champion Khamzat Chimaev was pretty vocal about locking horns with Alex Pereira after he claimed a significant first-round knockout win against Magomed Ankalaev. The audience foresees Chimaev out-wrestling Poten and claiming a win eventually. Dricus du Plessis begs to differ. He is strongly against the bizarre call-out as he can see Alex Pereira winning because of size differences. Moreover, DDP feels that this fight will never happen. Never say never is a tagline that has proven to be effective in the world of MMA. It truly is an unpredictable sport, anything can happen. However, it's worth highlighting how Alex Pereira is strongly focused on having a heavyweight battle with John Jones, a solid barrier standing tall against Khamzat's quest. Dricus du Plessis's reaction. In a recent interview Fight Forecast, DDP explained why he thinks Chimaev stands no chance against Poten. Khamzat always had crazy callouts. There's no way Khamzat beats Pereira. He is one of the greatest right now in combat sports. He looked so big against Ankalaev. That's all hype. I don't think there's any realistic chance that ever happens. WWE may be pulling Brock Lesnar back into action earlier than expected. Brock Lesnar returned to action in WWE during the last segment of SummerSlam in early August, making his first appearance on TV in 2 years and showing that he has not lost the desire to annihilate his opponents. The Beast Incarnate received a truly incredible reception from WWE Universe and immediately attacked a legend of the caliber of John Cena, who had just lost the world title in the main event to the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes. These two icons of modern wrestling had their showdown in the first show broadcast on ESPN, WrestlePalooza, and the former Universal Champion literally dominated that clash by inflicting a loss on Cena as heavy as it was unexpected. The Beast could appear soon. Brock has not appeared in WWE since that day, but some insiders have confirmed that he has already signed a new deal with the Stamford Federation and is set to have a leading role next year, especially at the Royal Rumble and WrestleMania 42. However, WWE management may be forced to change its initial plans due to the serious shoulder injury suffered by Seth Rollins. The latter, who was betrayed by members of his stable during the last episode of Monday Night Raw, will have to undergo surgery in the near future and is not expected to return to action before the Showcase of the Immortals in 2026. According to reports from well-known analyst Dave Meltzer on the latest edition of Wrestling Observer Radio, Lesnar could appear again in WWE earlier than expected. One of the things that you use Brock Lesnar for is to beat, to be beaten by one person on this run, and Bron Breakker would be very high on the list, if not the highest guy on the list to be the guy you pick to do it. I mean, there's no point in doing it for somebody who's established at the top, like Drew McIntyre. He actually already did it for Drew McIntyre. The timing just didn't work out because then we're in a pandemic. And, your ceiling at that point was terribly low. so it didn't really benefit him nearly what it could have and probably would have. Ilia Topuria breaks silence on UFC White House opponent. The UFC lightweight champion Ilia Topuria has expressed his urge to fight Islam Makhachev several times, but he recently addressed the ideal fight card in which he would like to fight him. It stands out to be none other than the historic UFC White House event scheduled to take place in June 2026. The Spanish fighter looks forward to making a jump to welterweight and promises to do so if Islam beats Jack Della Maddalena on the 15th of November. If he claims a win against Makhachev, Topuria will be marked as the only fighter to win a belt in 3 different weight divisions. Ilia Topuria's preference. During a recent press conference, the UFC lightweight champion spoke about his ideal fight scenario at the UFC White House card. "I think it would be one of the biggest fights in UFC history. No one has ever fought for a 3rd title, and Islam has dominantly finished everything he needed to do in his division and then changed weight classes. I think it's a fight of a giant magnitude, which suits us all, as well as the UFC." Conor McGregor has verbally declared that he will be featuring the historic card, fighting Michael Chandler at welterweight. It will be very interesting to see if he can headline the main event after being inactive for 4 years. Mandatory meme. Let's take the time to add some humor.